Please don't air any of this, Brad. Just edit the entire thing out.
I don't fucking know. I listened to so much. Are you... Dude. All right, here we are, episode 3, possibly.
Woo!
Maybe an outtake episode. We don't know.
Who knows?
Caitlin's not here tonight, so
Sorry, Caitlin.
us two retards had to figure this shit out for ourselves. So maybe okay, we'll see. I'm joined by my good friend Stephen Lord. Who are you, sir?
I am a fascist commie who loves all forms of authoritarianism. Totalitarianism, that's my favorite. Got it tatted on my chest.
That's so hot.
Yeah.
Opposites attract. That's why I like you.
Wait, you're not alt-right?
Well, no, I am. I am.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I've been at the Klan rally all day. What are you talking about?
Well, you love authoritarianism as much as I do.
I love how your wife is just off camera looking at gay porn on her phone. That makes me mildly uncomfortable.
Well, you better
Is
get
that
used
Tom
to
Brady? Speaking of Tom Brady, you got to watch the roast.
I'm going to. I'm behind. I'm behind on so many things.
What's funny is that, so Max is 13, you know,
Yeah.
so we had the talk with him when he was 12, almost 13. And then once that happened, I was kind of like, just whatever, you know, we can watch comedy now. We can, I never believed in PG-13.
Yeah.
Like when I was a little kid, we were watching PG-13 movies.
Yeah.
And then by the time we were 13, we were watching R. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, what is I kind of feel like if you're either mature enough or you're not. There's that, you're either still a kid or you're, you know, you don't want to expose them to insane shit. But R movies, you know, come on.
It's a great insight. I don't have children, so you're speaking Greek. You're like my rabbi. You're giving me great advice here, but I don't
Well,
know.
one thing that was important to me was to get them exposed to comedy.
Yeah.
Because comedy, when I was growing up, was a great source of just alleviating stress. And Comedy Central, what year are you born? 84? 5. Okay. So not far behind me. So you probably remember the Comedy Central roasts and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
You would probably been in high school. Because I was in college.
Around 2000. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to remember all those comedians' names. Shit, most of them are dead. I don't
Nick
remember.
DiPaolo was fantastic. Jeff Ross was the roast master.
Ross.
He's the roast master
The
for
guy that died. Black Harry was hysterical. Kind of like
A
an
lot of dead
Italian-looking
comedians.
dude. I don't know, but he was specifically like he was one of the roast kings. I don't fucking who knows.
Well, comedy
remembering
died. The last big roast I remember ironically was the Trump one. It was like 2011.
Yeah. That's kind of when they kind of burned out, you know.
They kind of burned out. They were doing too many of them, but then
Yeah.
things started getting woke around 2013, 2014.
Yeah, they had to quit.
And you just couldn't do that kind of comedy anymore.
I'm glad they
This
brought it
roast,
back,
and well, back to what I was saying, like I've been showing Max comedy, and the only comedians we can watch are like the Rogan Circle kind of people. Because he basically said, you know, when I'm leaving California, it's too woke. We're moving to Austin, and I'm going to start a comedy club. And then everybody moved to Austin.
I know.
And they're still
keep telling
killing
her,
it.
Let's move. I'm ready.
Tony
I'm ready to
Hinchcliffe
go.
killed it.
I want to be on Kill Tony. It's my dream.
Would you do it? A 60-second spot?
If I wouldn't want to disrespect Tony by being a total fucking loser and going up there like some of these idiots.
But you are a total fucking loser, so how are you gonna?
I would actually try. Like I would have a minute. I would get with you. I'd get like my closest comedic friends, which none of us are comedians, but we think we are, but we're not. And like write a minute, and maybe you'd help me. Like I would write a minute. I mean, the chances of getting up there are not very good, but I would want to be prepared. I would want to.
But you watch it pretty regular. I don't like how.
We're addicted. We haven't lasted about 2 weeks, but we went hard and watched like 20 episodes within a week.
I just haven't seen a lot. How are most of the people that go out? The ones I've seen have not been good.
But dude,
the interaction between like Tony and his panel and them are pretty funny.
But dude, Hans Kim, he was a bucket pool. David Lucas, bucket pool. Crab Kid, fucking Johnny Rockets, whatever his name is, pool. William, the closer, every time, like the most recent episodes, he came out of the bucket pool. So like, and some of the bucket pools are really great.
Keep talking.
So yeah, now that Brad's gone, I can just tell y'all what's up. No, You know what, Brad? I wanted to say before everyone thinks I really am a fascist commie. I'm just an ordinary psychonaut who loves laughter and freedom. And you know what's funny about that, Brad? No, I'm good. Laughter and freedom. You can't have one without the other. Have you ever thought about that?
You really can't, because when you start taking away people's ability to laugh at things, that is honestly the thing I've missed the most since the early 2000s is comedy.
Yeah, me too.
Because they fucking stole it from us, and you can't make jokes about anything. But making the connection I made was when we were kids, we used to roast each other. We used to talk so much shit.
Oh, yeah.
And it's guys' ways of keeping each other in check.
Yes.
Right? If you're getting a little ridiculous,
A little gay.
right, then your buddies can, hey, dude, you're being a little, right? And that guy can either come back into the pack, or he can say, you know what? Fuck y'all, I'm going to do it anyway.
I'm a girl.
Well, it depends on what it is, but
I want to clit.
that's extreme. Nobody was doing that when I was in high school.
No, me neither.
They're doing it now.
They would just wear their girlfriend's stuff, and like it was weird, but like they weren't going to get their dicks chopped off.
You didn't have people wearing dresses in Mountain Home, did you?
No, but I mean, you know, there was some cross dressing and whatever. I mean, it wasn't like it was like a real big fad, but you heard like dudes doing some weird stuff. You know, I mean, nothing like wasn't the social, you know, whatever they call the social contagion.
Yeah.
You know, nothing like that, but it's just like oil checks. That was a thing at Mountain Home High School.
Oil checks.
You never heard about oil checks?
Huh.
Well, not my class. Dudes my age, we wouldn't allow it, but like a couple of grades older than us in high school, it's when you...
No.
I swear to God. And like in the locker room, like the football guys were doing it. You heard about it, and it was like, no, we're not playing that shit. But that's about as gay as it got, you know? Or you'd like hear guys like fucking around or whatever. You'd hear rumors of shit. But even like in like Prejudice Mountain Home. Well, it's not Harrison, let's be real. But like, you know,
White Power Radio, baby.
You know
I'm going on there next week, actually.
Yeah. Some guy north of
No, they won't return my calls.
He's like, where are you? I was like, Mountain Home. He's like, you fucking racist. You goddamn racist. I'm like, dude, we're not Harrison, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
the goblins.
Yeah, there were no black people in my school, but we were cool. I mean, we thought we were black. We listened to all rap.
That's the funniest thing.
Idolized black rappers from New Orleans.
Well, that's the funny thing that I remember, you know, because everybody says racism is such a big problem in America. And I'm sure in some communities it is. But I went to one of the most redneck high schools in America in 1990s. And I graduated in 2000.
Yeah.
And these dudes were rolling up in these fucking old trucks, banging out Dr. Dre, wearing Michael Jordan jerseys. It was so cool to be black in the 90s. I was wearing MC Hammer pants to school in 4th grade because he was the coolest thing on the planet.
100%.
That's not racism to me.
No, it's like anti-racism.
Now, by the time I was in high school, I wasn't into rap music. It wasn't my thing.
I still love rap.
I liked Outkast.
I don't listen to it regularly.
I like melodic stuff, and this the
Andre 3000. I can see how that tickles you.
I like Andre. I like the Big Boy too. I liked them both. That double album they did, the one that Grammy, that was a fantastic album, start to finish.
ATLiens. That's one of the best albums of all time.
That one was good too. Is that the one? What was on that one? Well, that was on the double album.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think of what was the name of that? Was that out? What was the name of that album? Anyways,
was it just I don't know.
Huge hit.
We need a fucking producer to get off her phone over there and go look shit up.
ATLiens was Two Dope Boys in a Cadillac.
Yeah.
You know those songs. Anyways, whatever.
Well, I like melodic stuff, so the more melodic rap, I like the guys that sing more.
It's very creative, artsy fartsy.
Well, like Tom McDonald's a good example. Like I don't like Tom McDonald's music. Just not into it. But I love his lyrics. You know, I love what he's doing for freedom and all that shit. I think he looks like a goddamn freak.
What's great about modern rap, I hate all the mumble shit. That's all fucking stupid and gay. But there is a lot of like, it sounds very New York, like new age, bigger than life, but it's like melodic. It gets kind of like Wiz Khalifa in a way, but it's like there's some dudes out in New Orleans that are doing this. It's not like thug gangster rap that like we listen to as kids. But I listened to a lot of New York rap when I was a kid. A lot of Northeastern rap, a lot of West Coast, of course, Dirty South.
But that doesn't scream
Never
racism
thought we
to
were
me.
going to talk about rap music on this podcast. That was like the last thing I would have thought we'd have talked about, which shows how much we've grown as people in this fucking country. And, like, how we've tried so badly to not erase the past, but just fucking be different and not be like so many of our fucking ancestors.
Here's what's funny to me. We're down like 3 rabbit holes now. I'm like, look, where do we want to go? Let's just go down the fucking...
Just go.
I did see a cartoon. I didn't make this cartoon. Where's the camera at? I didn't make this cartoon, but I did see, a little Far Side one panel comment that said, when you find the Jew, you're at the bottom of the rabbit hole. There's a picture of the old school covetous Jew cartoons you've seen with the big nose. Highly anti-Semitic.
No, because I'm not a racist, Brad.
I know, neither am I, but...
But can I say one thing?
Absolutely.
I'm so proud of you. You fucking made it, bro.
I didn't make shit.
Like, you're making baller-ass money off this podcast now. You used to have a producer. You're like the Southern Joe Rogan. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
I'm
so
fucking
amazing.
bigger than Joe Rogan,
proud.
dude. I'm already
so
bigger than
proud
Joe.
Of you, dude. I love you, dude. Cheers, bro.
I used to do a fucking podcast with this dude. It was a political podcast on Rumble. And it was awful.
Yeah, I heard
he was a douchebag.
Yeah, that guy.
No,
that was a total. Your first podcast was a total flop. I will say it was awful, but I wouldn't even watch it. But
it's bad. No, the first one we did was actually fun. It was I wasn't even planning on airing it. It was just kind of like, let's just test it out, see if the equipment works. And then it was a lot of fun, and we put it out, and we could see Johnny's junk, and Nicole's camera's like aimed.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah,
but it was funny. Like, I listened to it twice because I laughed. It made me laugh.
Well, you're a sociopath.
Well, I'm not a sociopath. A psychopath, maybe. Although Max tells me there's no difference. It's I don't know. He's
well, I think one is like sociopath. Yeah, no, I think psychopath is like serial killer shit. Like, I think you pass a threshold.
I think they could both be serial killers, but
that's in my head. I don't know the clinical definitions. God damn it, I'm not a fucking psychiatrist.
We had a producer. We could pull those up right now.
Why don't you have an AI producer? Like, why don't we?
No shit. Can I just type in AI producer?
I bet.
What were we talking about?
Dude, if you had a
if I had a laptop.
Well, I was
went
going
with
to say
desktop.
if the mouse and keyboard worked from that, but that's too far for Bluetooth.
I also
you probably have wired.
Well,
here's his wired, right?
I'm old school, dude. I'm fucking 1995. However, it was in 95.
Reach. I could sit right here and.
However, it was in 95 when we got our first home PC. That's what I'm trying to mimic.
Just have this Candace Owens tweet of this chicken. This is me in life, all the time. Like, I'm puzzled by everything.
God, you keep derailing me from everything I'm going to say. So distracting. I had so many just world-changing comments to make.
Let it go, dude. Just whatever. Popcorn moments. Just our thoughts.
But no, comedy being back is really awesome. And so in showing Max comedy, I like to give him historical context, right? Like, so when I was in school, here's how things were, And most kids, like when I was a kid, you heard your dad telling stories. You're like, oh, Dad, nobody cares. But he's receptive to it. Like, he's interested. And you go from a point where comedy was roasting. Kids roasted each other. Dudes roasted each other. You and I roast each other.
All the time.
We call each other horrible fucking shit.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's not meant with malice. And I think intent matters, right? There are racists out there. I'm not denying that racism exists. I'm just denying that where I grew up in this space in Northwest Arkansas, I didn't see it. Yeah. I saw it some. There were some real motherfuckers who were like, okay, that guy's an asshole. But he wasn't widely, it wasn't
you
like...
You keep defending racism, I'm going to start questioning you. I'm not a racist, I promise.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing the whole, I'm not a racist because I've got all these black friends.
You know what it is about roasting each other? It's not only about being witty enough to dish it. It's also being witty enough and like appreciative of being roasted on and being able to take a fucking joke.
Yes.
And that's the biggest problem with all this
because a lot of jokes are based in truth.
And so much of it's not meant to cut you down to where you want to kill yourself. It's
No.
just to fucking minor corrections or have fun.
Or just say, are you aware that your culture
Yes.
does this or you do this?
Yes.
Little funny things that doesn't make you love the person any less.
And
It's just a funny
stereotypes
thing to say. Stereotypes are funny.
Exist for a reason.
The one thing that stood out to me about the Brady podcast, there was no Jimmy Kimmel.
Thank God.
There was no Colbert. There was no Jimmy Fallon.
Douche.
It was all the Rogan guys.
I'm racist against douches. I'm racist against douches. That's
No,
what
for
I'm
sure.
Racist against.
Well, it's not racist. That's doucheism, right?
If douche was a race,
yeah, you'd be an ism.
Yes.
An istophobe.
Douches.
So you had Tom Segura, Brett Kreischer, Andrew Schultz,
beautiful,
Nikki Glazer,
Yep.
Kevin Hart hosted.
Nice.
I wasn't a big Kevin Hart fan, but man, he pulled it through.
Kevin's funny. According to Cat Williams, he's not funny, but Cat
Williams to me is not funny. Cat Williams is borderline something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? It's like he's on another frequency. Like when he was on Rogan.
I think he's original Anunnaki. That's what I think.
He might be. We talked a little bit about Anunnaki last night with Drew. I was hoping to talk about it more with you, but
you have a producer.
I have a fucking producer.
We had a producer.
We did.
You talk about fucking.
We're just gonna roast Caitlin all night.
I'm so awful of a guest that she didn't want to show. She's like, "Fuck that guy."
No,
she probably watched Indy State. Was like, "This guy is stupid."
I do want to say
20s on this guy.
We're talking a lot of shit tonight, but Caitlin is awesome. She has done a really fantastic job, and I'm really grateful.
I love you.
For
I bet you're great.
So when you're watching this later to edit it,
but that's not even a dig on her. That's a dig on me.
Well, no, she's legitimately sick tonight, and I'm making fun of my own ineptitude because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
We're self-deprecating.
Well, self-deprecation is a good means of getting into comedy. My mom taught me that.
I have a chance.
You got a real good chance. My mom taught me that when I was little. Because she dealt with some bullying as well. Because I dealt with a lot of bullying when I was a kid. No surprise, but she had because she was poor. She'd grown up poor, and so people would roast her for it. And so she got to a point where she would just start making fun of herself.
Yeah.
And then people would laugh,
yeah.
and then it would kind of make her, But she learned as a defensive mechanism. I got bullied because I was different. I
thought you did the bullying.
I was never
you
ever
looked like you were an ex-bully.
I look like an ex-bully for sure, but that came later. When I grew up, I was reading books on the playground.
Grow up to be a bully.
Those jocks were fucking kicking soccer balls at me,
throwing
checks. Footballs. Yeah, I dealt with bullying until 7th grade. A lot of balls. But I don't know. Never fucking stops with the jokes. How are you married to this guy? Still watching that same Tom Brady AI gay porn video over there?
She's seeing what she's missing out on.
It's like Randy Moss.
Yeah.
In there as well.
Yeah.
But the one thing I appreciated about the Brady roast was there was nothing off limits, dude. They were telling gay jokes. There were whites telling black jokes. I haven't seen that in 20 years. And people were laughing, right? That's been taboo. Whites haven't been able to tell a black joke in 20 years. And
you know who did that? I mean, that's Austin. That is Austin.
It is all Austin.
Because Tony Hinchcliffe started that shit again. And fucking all those dudes. And you know who I fucking forgot to mention is Cam Patterson. That fucking kid is the future.
Cam Patterson?
Dude. You got to look at Thanks, Caitlin. No, but seriously, if we had this kid is fucking hysterical. And I don't even want to say
dude?
I don't even want to say his race because it would sound racist, right? I don't even want to say I don't even want to say he's a young,
black man,
up and coming, beautiful skinned black man. Young.
Have to suck their dick, dude.
It's
he's just a color, bro.
Just very beautiful black man, great skin. And,
that didn't sound racist. It just sounded gay.
That's the only way I know to skirt around this. Is just go gay, right? If
I'm actually glad Caitlin didn't show up because we would have had to have prepared
Caitlyn
a
Jenner,
gay counter. Just every time the word gay comes, like South Park, it hits the fan.
Like a fucking.
Did you watch South Park at all?
I did as a kid, and then I grew up. I stopped watching cartoons. I was 14 probably.
Yeah, I'm too tired of that fucking ignorant attitude of people like you that you can't watch fucking watch Star Wars, you fucking nerd.
No, but I don't know why I stopped watching South Park. Dude, it changed. That was it as a kid. South Park was it was so freeing. I wish kids knew what that felt like. because they're exposed to everything so quick. And I'm not saying it's bad or good, whatever. And we're having another nostalgic moment, show our age. But, dude, there was something so freeing about watching. But that's when everything started going to shit, too. So it's like we might be able to blame South Park and rap music for, like, the fall of man. I'm joking. But remember how conservative people were?
No, I've told Max the story. When South Park came out, I would not have watched it at all.
Yeah.
Because the trailers were on Comedy Central. And the conservatives were trying to cancel the show.
My wife is beautiful, by the way. She just doesn't like to go on camera.
Or speak when the mics are on.
Her name, even though her last name's my last name. I didn't say it.
Lord. That's a sick last name.
Thank you. And you know my middle name's Robert. And
Stephen
so
Robert
it's
Lord.
SRL. Stephen R. Lord, because that's what my college buddies would. They found that like the projector doing roll one day, and they were like, and they never let me live it down. So it's one of my really corny name jokes. It's fucking
I like it.
Stephen R. Lord.
It. Oh, is she going back there to pull up
really
porn
nice.
on our monitor now?
Are you searching stuff for us?
We can all watch the same porn you're watching.
We have a producer now,
Melissa.
No,
Can we watch that Brady video you were watching?
Caitlyn Jenner.
It was. She's literally typing in Tom Brady. He is such a douche.
Good job, baby. He's 46 years. God, I'm such a loser.
One of the best bits.
God damn,
I'm not going to spoil a lot for you, but one of the bits, Tom Segura and Brett Kreischer, you know, they got the pod, 2 Bears, 1 Cave. I didn't say it wasn't a gay name. I just said.
What was that called? What was that video? Pull it up, baby.
Yeah.
2 chicks, 1 cup.
No, do not pull that up on something my kids can get on, motherfucker. My kids use that to watch
Baby,
children's
2
videos.
Chicks, 1
on.
cup.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh,
that was nasty.
2 girls, 2 fine young ladies, and 2 cups.
Do you remember how that happened? It was a phishing scam. So
Was it?
Yeah, originally.
It's a catfishing.
Early
scam?
internet, early internet days. It would be something you'd click a link and it would take you to a video. These chicks shitting in their mouths or whatever. They're shitting in a cup or whatever, and then drinking it. It was messed up.
Was it real shit? Was it? I thought it was just like milkshakes.
I think it was probably ice cream. It looked like the consistency of ice cream. There was no corn in it or anything. So
It was just all
I don't know.
Protein.
I'm not saying I didn't
shakes.
jerk off to it, but it was
It's just
disgusting.
like, what did you buy the protein shit from Walmart? Okay, well.
Did you just get the dorkiest glasses possible, or do you think that's sexy?
I'm blind, so I don't know what
no,
they look
you really
like
do
without.
look like a mole without the glasses.
A mole?
A mole.
What kind? Like the animal mole?
Yeah,
or
'cause
like
their eyes are like squinty and blind.
It's called astigmatism, bitch. We're a protected class, asshole.
We're just gonna start hating on each other.
Fucking
The rest,
racist shit.
the rest
I'm
of the
tired
pod
this
will be
racist
insults.
Harrison bullshit, man.
Dude, I will never
I
forget.
left Baxter County for this reason.
And I'm trying to move there.
Fucking.
But when me and Julia first started dating, and we started driving to Mountain Home on the reg,
You
driving
loved all those billboards.
driving
that spoke
through
to your
Harry. Oh,
racist
dude,
heart,
I got
your alt-right fucking piece of shit racist.
I'm
heart.
not saying I
It's
didn't think it
okay
was
to
funny.
love white people with like the kids, the little teddy bear. It's like whiteprideradio.com.
No, White Pride Radio ads are still up.
Did you ever listen to that shit?
No, I've never listened to
yeah,
it.
you did.
I
You
was-
went to bed.
Nick
listening to
Fuentes
that
is the hardest core I get.
He's a guest host every week.
Oh, but at the time we were dating, we got married in 08, so this would have been like 06, 07. You know how they used to have Adopt a Highway? No, literally, that stretch between Alpena and Harrison, this stretch of highway is adopted by the KKK. I used to get such a kick out of it
That's amazing.
every time we did it.
Very progressive. You know, they're
The environmentalist
saving the world.
KKK, they're out there.
they'll have EVs too now. I mean, yeah, dude.
Oh, God, my lungs are collapsing on in real time.
Palestinian, like they are single-handedly paying for all the Palestinian protesters. The KKK. That's where they're getting their money
Oh,
from.
God, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, Hamas.
I don't know
and
what
KKK.
side I'm on. I haven't
I'm on the side of hate. That's
I'm on the. Well, I'm politically homeless because conservatives are pussies and the left is a bunch of fucking radical
fuck
retards.
The Democrats, fuck all of them.
But
all suck
but
balls.
my political side is the truth.
Yeah.
Right? And if you can be objective and say, okay, both sides are lying. No, the truth. But the truth is somewhere in the middle. But you have to be so tribal now. And that's where I've come into odds with a lot of people on the right is questioning Israel.
Watch it on the tribal talk, okay? We are close to Oklahoma. Brad.
Oh, my God. Dude, I hate you on Natty Light. I wish you would have brought some real shit.
I wish I had brought whiskey.
I have whiskey. I have nice whiskey. I have good whiskey. I don't want you to have any.
Too crazy.
I wasn't offering you any. I was just telling you.
Nice whiskey.
No, we can do a shot later.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Whenever. Or two.
I've got Old Charter and I have the Jameson
Old Crow.
shit. The good shit. It was a gift.
Daddy's good. I love this.
That was a sexy swig, dude.
Thanks,
You
bro.
man, I want to see if I can pull that off. So you full deep throat it.
I just fill up like a fucking chipmunk and gargle.
That's what you just did.
Gurgle.
It was disgusting when I did it. It was more disgusting when you did it.
Yeah, you're like Natty.
Now I got fucking.
You're like the
Light
Natty
on.
Goebbels, the
Natty
Nazi.
Gobbles.
The fucking, the Minister of Truth or whatever. Like
He
Biden
had
want to start.
one of his quotes, and I'm kind of butchering a little bit, but it was, "Tell a big lie, make it simple, and tell it often, and people will believe it." It's a great quote.
Wow.
Not great in that.
Goebbels said that,
Yeah,
or Biden, or both.
both.
Biden plagiarized it.
Well, Biden plagiarizes everything he says, but yeah, Goebbels said that.
Biden plagiarized Mein Kampf. I don't know if you knew that. He put it in a campaign speech in the 80s.
He.
Did you ever see the Johnny Carson roast of fucking Joe Biden? Like, that's how long he's been a piece of shit. Joe Biden, not Johnny Carson. How long Joe Biden's been a piece of shit. Go fact check me, producer, and see how.
She's still watching that same fucking video on her phone of Tom Brady and Randy Moss.
All
AI generated.
just oil checks and fucking.
I need to know. We're making a Natty Light tower.
Hell yeah. I want to see it on the camera. I want people to know that we're drinking a 30-pack. And just fucking. You broke my cooler, dog. Okay, and he fixed it. Good job. Who dat?
God, dude, the production value on this podcast.
I'm just so proud of you, dude. I really mean it. It's an honor to be here. Like, fuck me. I love it, dude.
Dude, Caitlin's done all the heavy lifting. None of this would have happened without her, man. She is really.
To the producer that showed up.
She didn't know she was gonna get roasted all
I was
night.
gonna bring her Red Bull, and then I forgot.
No, I hope she gets to feeling better.
Me too.
And she's also doing a lot of work. She's got to
yeah.
graduate next week, and we're taking next week off anyway. I'll let her get all caught up with that. But she's awesome. She is really.
We love you, Kate.
This show will probably be terrible without her. But
I mean, it's terrible.
We will
with her,
endeavor.
but it's not her fault.
I don't know that I really want your wife back there just googling random shit on my computer. What? Why don't you just pull up random topics? Last night we were on the pod and Caitlin.
Boob actress.
Wait. Oh, that's one of my actual. No, I actually Googled that. That's one of my
top young actresses. This is pretty weird.
There was a thumbnail.
Did the FBI plant that on your computer?
Hey, will you? Okay, can you go to YouTube for me real fast?
Job, baby.
That's a real slow way to do that. All right. Go.
Well, if you can afford a fucking producer.
Search for Geeks and Gamers in the search bar.
Geeks
I
and
want to show you this thumbnail, and Melissa might know who this is. I was trying to find the actress in this thumbnail.
Okay. Thank you.
That one, right there, on the right. Who is that actress? I even downloaded a Google AI app.
Sydney Sweeney?
No, that's the one on the left. The one on the right.
Fuck, I don't know.
She's
Got
hot.
huge tits, but I don't know.
And
Sorry, baby.
She looks mildly familiar. Do you know who that is? You can answer in words if you want. She didn't even want any record of her existence on.
Oh, please don't.
I don't want to watch these losers.
No, don't put another podcast on, producer, please, baby.
No, you can get out of that. I just want to see the tits.
Good job, baby. R.I.P.
But I was hoping to. What I was trying to do is find out who that actress was, and then I was going to Google her name nude, and then jerk off, but I never could find it, so I jerked
You're
off to
just such a lazy
donkey
piece of
porn
shit.
instead.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
They got some wild shit in Mexico, bro.
So I hear.
The donkey shows.
Yeah.
I know people who have seen them in person.
Yeah. I've known people that have been in them. I mean, it gets sticky, I've heard.
That's how your mom got knocked up.
Yeah, I'm part donkey.
Makes sense now.
You think I'd be a Democrat? But,
Now, the AI that they're doing now.
The AI.
Do you think this is going to be one of those things we look back on 20 years and we're like, oh, we were afraid for nothing? Or do you think it's going to be Terminator and we're just fucked?
That's total Terminator. Like, yeah, we will be slaves to the fucking machine. Yeah.
Skynet.
I think we already are. But
Well, we are, but but
Billy Carson!
But the machine is controlled by by the deep state, and you know what's funny? I'm gonna end up.
That wasn't a Freudian slip. That was just how much hate you have in your heart for Jews.
But here's what's not funny, but also funny. I'm gonna get fired for jokes. Which these are all jokes, people. And if you can't fucking laugh,
my
then
oldest niece. First, like, I won't say which university she's attending.
Did you say university?
Well, it is. It's Tulane. Oh, shit. It's known as Julane. You know, Tulane University. Yeah.
Yes.
They call them Japs. The girls that attend, they're Jewish American princesses.
Well, that's racist in and of itself.
I've had multiple people graduate from Tulane. Greenie weenies. Go Green Waves. But she's dating a nice, smart, handsome Jew boy. Jewish young man from New York.
A Jewish fuckboy.
Jesus Christ. Like,
come on with the racist,
such like
anti-Semitic.
It's just fucking Natty Light, dude.
It gets you, bro.
It makes you a fucking piece of shit.
Because
now I get it with you, bro.
You heard it right here. We're clipping that shit out. Even if we get nothing out of this podcast, I want that clipped on my front page. That's why you're such a piece of shit. Because you drink Natty Light, and I considered you a friend. You fucking... I was going to say something really hateful. I was like, that's not even...
Natty Light. Oh, for fucking drug addict.
You know how I got on this shit?
Fucking frat boys.
So I drank Bush for years and years and years. And then my buddy...
Iraq War.
No, my buddy Scott Stokes, he plays harmonica with us. And we went on Nicole's podcast, I don't know, last year. And he came over afterwards and we were working up... or no, he came over before. We were working up the song we were going to play on the podcast. And he brought over Natty Light. I was like, how much is that? And he's like, it's $20 for a 30-pack. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
By inflation, it was 22.
But I was paying $30 for a 30-pack of Bush. And like,
it's really not bad.
If you're an alcoholic and you drink 15 a night,
yeah,
that's big savings, people.
This brings out who you really are.
I know. And we're going to have it all on video.
This is great. Yeah, we're getting fired.
We can always delete it.
FBI, it's already got it, bro.
Oh, I know. They've been watching me for a long time, bro.
They've already got it, bro.
That first time I Googled Sig Heil, they were all over me.
Oh, man.
I think my lungs are broken. Like, I can't have a deep laugh anymore.
No, dude, it's probably fucking all the mold in this goddamn
room,
bro.
No, I did there was so much dust.
Like, I'm like itching.
There were it's not any fucking mold.
I swear to God,
inches of dust.
I'm sensitive to it.
That's why
I'm
you're
sensitive to most things.
You look like it. Take those glasses off and rub your nipples, and everybody else will
I'm like I smell
understand
the mold.
What your wife has to deal with every night. She's not laughing.
No, she doesn't laugh.
She doesn't laugh? Is
she
that what
used to laugh.
Can we try and just make her laugh?
Oh, yeah, we can try.
She won't make a peep. She was all kinds of friendly before the mics and cameras came on. And
hey, sweetie, you want to hear a Hamas joke?
Let's hear it. I want to hear it.
They're now allowing drag queen story hour in Palestine at the local libraries, but they only allow it on the rooftops. So I've heard. It's pretty progressive.
It's extremely progressive.
I mean, I'm proud of them.
Can I spoil
Queers for Palestine, right here. I want to be chapter president of Northwest.
I'm going to spoil one Tom Brady roast joke.
Okay.
And it was Edelman. You know Edelman's Jewish?
Who didn't know that?
I don't think I knew that until this.
Look at him.
He doesn't look Jewish.
I'm joking. I swear to God.
But he makes this joke. He goes, I'm the type of Jew that people look at and say, he's Jewish? Jeff Ross is the type of Jew that people look at and say, I want to join Hamas.
Dude.
That was a good... You couldn't have said that 5 years ago.
That's killer.
I probably can't say it now because I'm not Edelman or Tony Hinchcliffe.
Do you think he'll do like... what's the old badass... Oh, my God. The Viking. Pat Tillman. You think Edelman will go fight for the fucking IDF like Pat Tillman did for American Died?
Pat Tillman was a fucking American hero, bro.
He's a fucking baller. Not even joking about that, bitches.
No.
Sorry to call your braddies bitches, but
who's the dude that's on?
Have you coined that yet, braddies like Swifties?
I haven't coined anything. I've had 60 views on one podcast.
If you had coined, you'd have a fucking producer, not my poor wife that you're making fun of. Good job, baby. What were you gonna say? Sorry, Brad. I'm just talking.
I don't know. You've derailed me so many times. I don't even care about.
I'm gonna keep deep railing you, Brad.
Oh. Turn those cameras on high.
High alert.
High alert. When the cocks come out,
the cocks.
Just dim the lights. You don't keep the cameras rolling.
Natty Light.
I just think it's fun to make fun of everything. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Everything is make funnable
nothing
of.
is sacred.
But I have found myself...
Sacred cows need to be slaughtered.
Because everybody's tribal now, right? And so people think I'm a conservative, which I don't think you are either. You're a libertarian more, right?
No,
Mises Caucus kind of guy?
I'm conservative, but I'm not a fucking fascist, goddamn communist conservative. I'm not a statist. There's a huge fucking difference.
But right now, the Conservative Party is rife with them.
Well, there is no conservative party.
No, not really.
There's not a conservative party. There's a conservative movement happening. It's a very small movement. I hope it grows in numbers. But
are you talking about MAGA? I wouldn't call MAGA a small movement. I think it has more momentum now than it's ever had.
But how many of them are actual conservatives? I don't know. I think to be a conservative, you have to be for me, there's so many different.
Yeah.
There's so many layers to this, like a goddamn onion. But for me, it comes down to statists and anti-statists. And most people are statists, I think.
But what you're seeing is a convalescence of non-statists from both sides.
And I think there's degrees of statism. I don't think you have to be a full-on authoritarianism statist. But, like thinking about federal politicians, I think, when it comes to the Republican Party, which is for conservatives, bullshit. They're not conservative. They're fucking assholes. Fucking douchebags. They're fucking fascist commies. But I would say most federal Republicans are statists. And I would say many or most state-level Republicans are statists.
Right.
Like a majority of them. But when it comes to the Democrat Party, they're all statists.
Now.
Because like Thomas Massey, Rand Paul,
those are the only true guys we got left, dude.
That's it. It's like them. That's
do you remember, I know a lot of...
And they're not statists. They're
not at all. Not at all.
They believe in freedom. They have libertarian principles.
Right.
Conservatism and libertarianism are ideologies. I don't see them as parties.
I agree. But I have a lot of good people on both sides.
And sorry to keep interrupting you, bro. I'm drunk.
No, you've been doing it all fucking night. I'm used to it now.
Doing it. But yeah, there has to be a healthy balance between libertarianism, conservatism, and liberalism. Right now, I say unchecked liberalism is where we got into ourselves.
Yeah, this is why we got into such a fucking mess.
And if we're not,
and the explanation for that is that when you achieve a good balance, and a good peak, somebody's going to keep fighting. The activists are going to keep fighting, right?
That climax.
So if you want to, what's beyond the climax? Well, they earned equality. I would argue that women earned equality.
Yeah, they did.
I would argue that the blacks
Good. God bless them.
Yeah, awesome.
Gays.
But then gays as well. Like nobody gives a shit if gays get married. It went from
acceptance to now dominance.
Yes, and now you have to celebrate.
Or else.
Any weirdness that goes on the left. I don't care if you do it.
That's liberalism.
Unchecked liberalism.
And it's turned to authoritarianism.
But what happens is the party that's fighting for freedom fights their fight. They get to equality.
Yep.
Well, they win the goal, which is equality, but then they keep fighting. Yep. And then they just push it into weirdness.
That's why we have to have that healthy balance.
Right.
And there's no healthy balance. Because libtards are so fucking stupid that they're going to cause a huge pendulum swing in this country. It's going to be a fucking Puritan movement.
They already have. And I'm terrified of what happens.
And if that other side, like, setting the precedent, all the fucking podcasters we watch, talking about, what's happening to President Trump. Like, if he gets in office, what's to stop him now? From Mike I didn't get to the Mike Baker part where they were talking about Trump. And I can't wait to get to that part. But...
This newest one?
Because I'm only like halfway through.
The newest one?
But I think you're the one that told me that they were talking about how setting precedents. Dude, I swear to God, I'm like in the Matrix, bro.
I know, right?
And and it's like so much information. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I can't even tell.
Am I making this up now?
Well, Max will come and say, hey, like, you told me you heard this. What podcast was that on? I was like, I don't fucking know. I listened to so much. Are you... Dude. Dude, there's a shower in there. You want to go? Now you've got the pneumonia. There's no fucking mold in here. You look so gay in those shoes and your pants rolled up like that. How do you tolerate this man? I know you won't answer because you don't want your voice on record, but my God. He sits upstairs in the lofty tower at work, so I never really see him, but you got to live with this guy. Can you guys hear him retching back there like a fucking loose? He can't handle his natty light. Scott Stokes, everybody. He introduced me to the natty light. I will defend it to the grave, and I'm hoping to have Scott on soon. Maybe not next week, but the week after. He's coming. Well, actually, next week he's going to be here.
Paper towels, please.
Oh fuck! I'm out of paper towels. There's towels hanging off the oven. There's a towel in the bathroom hanging up somewhere. Just get in the fucking shower. You look like a.
Not me, asshole. I'm gonna clean up your fucking couch and floor.
Oh, it'll dry off. It's fine.
Look at this fucking place.
Exactly. This is a man cave, brother.
I'm not spit up all over this couch.
No, if you ran a black light over this place, dude.
I mean, if you ran a black light over me, it'll be. Sorry about that.
Oh man, I must have long COVID.
God damn it.
Nobody has had a problem with this room except for me and you.
I have bad allergies. God damn it.
You sure it's not cats? You're not allergic to cats, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I got cat's hair all over this place.
Oh yeah, I'm so allergic.
Is that for real? Yeah, that's why you're. Oh yeah, we have two cats that live in this.
That's why I couldn't breathe because I was trying to drink that beer and I fucking couldn't. Like
that was a wild thing I observed because you didn't throw it up. You just like expelled it all over my record collection.
I couldn't. Should not.
Do we? I'm glad the cats are in the bedroom at least, but you're just covered in cat hair right now.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I just now noticed all the cat hair. Yeah, this is not good. Okay, well that's good.
Natty Light is actually
well, it doesn't cure fucking allergies. I can tell you that.
Dude, this is like the first podcast I've had to repeatedly take a piss. Take the mic. No dead air, brother.
I won't have any dead air.